What's going on, people? It's the Xbot448 bringing you another video straight from Upload Studio, and today I have some DX12 news. Shout out to my boy Kelvin Brandon. He posted this on Bang Bang. I read the article, went through, researched, and now I'm able to bring you guys this video. It seems that Wardell, the CEO of Stardock, the guys that are, getting kind of famous for making the Star Swarm demo, because they had it running on Mantle and DX12, came out today in response to a couple of Phil Spencer's tweets, because people have been kind of bugging him about it. So one of the main things is individual asked Brad Wardell, it's like, DX12 won't be a massive change? He's like, what does this statement mean from Phil Spencer? Does it mean development or performance? To basically Wardell replied to that the game development is basically the same. Alright, so not a massive change means how the game is developed on DX12. Alright, let's go a little further into this. Let's see, Digital Syrup asks, I think he meant development, but also DX12 is doing some things that Mantle is doing. So Wardell replied, my general impression is that Mantle is higher performance, but DX12 is slightly safer. So take that for however you want it. Does the Mantle actually go deeper to the metal than what DX12 does? That's what it sounds like, to be a little bit safer, okay? So there's that information. And then this guy, Digital Syrup, further tried to quiz Wardell in saying that the API frees up the CPU and allows the application or game to speak to the GPU. Alright? So there's less dealing with drivers and operating systems. And Wardell replied, it's less API and more implementation. I wish people arguing this topic were more technical. It's pretty simple. So in other words, he's saying that it's in regards to how the developers are going to implement the tools for DirectX 12 and how they're going to use it to their advantage. How they're going to use it for the graphics, for the gameplay, for basically, writing the game. And that's what it really comes down to, is how are the developers, are they going to take their time with the tools and learn how to fully utilize them? I know it's not going to be that much of a change to what they're dealing with now, but I also know developers have kind of neglected the ESRAM and such when making the games because they felt it was quote-unquote too complicated. Alright, so it does depend on the developers, and this is where I think the exclusives come in, because with the X1 exclusives, you're going to see the development teams utilizing every aspect of this new API of the hardware in the X1, and you're going to see just how far DX12 can go. And hopefully third-party developers follow suit, and it's like, wow, that's really cool. Hopefully it's really easy, and they start using these same tools as well. Alright, let me see if there was something else on here. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, Digital Syrup came up with one last thing that they called a good summary. They said, Digital Syrup said, DX12 will enable more visual richness by decreasing CPU overhead. To which Wardell said, good summary, if my game can have multiple threads talk to the GPU and get jobs going in parallel, my game is faster. That sounds like an improvement to me. Having multiple commands started in parallel within the game using multiple threads sounds absolutely amazing, and it sounds like it is definitely going to improve the X1. So there you go, guys. I mean, don't look crazy deep into what Phil Spencer said about massive change, because he used the key word change, and he was talking about developers at that point in time. As usual, I want to know what you guys think. If you think this is BS, if you think this is non-existent, or if you think it's really going to improve the system. But again, like, subscribe, and as usual, this is the Xbot448, and I am definitely signing off.